What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing the review, not the review, the disassembly and maintenance of my Kansept Hinterland. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we have the Kansept Hinterland here. We're going to be doing the review and disassembly on this one. Unfortunately, the way that I am set up, I'm kind of a little bit at an angle with the mat. So I apologize for that. I'm going to move this over slightly. But I do have everything linked down below that you're going to need, including applicator and oil of my preference. But if you don't, use the oil of your preference for sure. And I just use a traditional microfiber cleaning cloth here. This one here being the Devo knives. You will need T6 for Kansept's disassembly. Sorry, that is in the way. I have both T6s here, but I also picked up recently this one, and I don't know how much better that it is. I think the T6 that I encounter are tooled so well that I really don't have an issue with the disassembly. Now, keep in mind, you will want something to hold onto your T8 here for the disassembly of this one, as it's not a captive pivot. So I have a separate mini that I have linked down below as well. I know Skiff Bearing has since made tools that I think it's like a finger bit driver that I think is going to be a little bit better. So I'm going to be doing the total disassembly for this one on the non-show side. So let's go ahead and start by removing the T6 hardware here on the Hinterland. I don't think you need to take the scales apart, and obviously those are titanium because they're anodized. Or are they coated? Hold on, let me check this. Oh yeah, they're definitely titanium because it is not sticking to the magnetized bit at all. So set your bits aside. I use the little crease here from where the taco folds, just because I don't want to lose my screws. There we go. And they're all the same size, so I'm not really seeing any issues there. I'm going to go ahead and set up my T8 in my finger bit driver, and go ahead and lock that into place to keep that from moving around, and try not to grab onto the blade. And then I'm going to grab my bit driver with my other T8 and go ahead and disassemble this one. Oh, is this a T6 or a T10? This might be a T10. Hold on, guys. I skipped a little bit there, and it makes me wonder if it's a T10. I think Kansept sometimes, yep, they do use a T10, and I feel the other side moving. So T10, this is why you should check and make sure that you have the correct bit size there. When it skipped, I was like, ooh, that's not good. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, so now we got two T10s, and we have successfully backed out the screw, and I'm going to let you know now. I'm going to flip this pivot since it's not captive. I don't like when they do it this way, but the screw is actually on the front side. So I will be flipping that as part of this disassembly, just so that you can see how this is going to work. All right, so oh, the stop pin. Did you see that? Look how that stop pin landed. That is pretty funny. This fell out when I flipped it over, but I wanted you to be able to see the racetrack on there versus the bearings that they have on there. So I'm going to be cleaning everything here. It's got a little bit of lube on it. I just want to clean it all out and clean out everything to make sure that A, it's clean, and B, I'm putting my own lube on it so that I can assemble it with the fresh lube on it. Sorry. Multitasking. Words are hard while multitasking. Looks nice and clean. I did that already. We're going to clean this side now as well. And I do apologize. I'm still getting used to the rig and where everything's now located after nearly a year of the old rig. So it is messing me up just a little bit. Remembering that I need to be up higher on the screen so that you guys can see what it is that I'm doing. So I apologize if I am messing that up. So I'm going to be putting that side down first. So I'm going to move this over here. The other thing that I was curious about, and I forgot to run and grab it. So I'm going to have to do that in just a moment, is will regular bug out, ooh, that is really dirty, regular bug out thumb studs, will they fit? Nice and clean in the, oh, maybe not, just kidding. There was a little bit of build up there. I'm going to grab another one just to make sure, because that was pretty gummed up, and I do encounter that with coated blades. They, as they wear their path in, they kind of build up a little bit in dirt and debris, and I just like to make sure, yeah, that looks good, that it's clean, so that detent ball is definitely 100% dropping in like it should. All right, let's see first how easily this comes out, and then, okay, very easily. Yeah, it just unscrews from this side, and whoa, looks like the thumb stud just drops out of there. Now it is notched. I don't know how much of a factor that will be, and it looks like they oiled it just to keep it from sticking. Let me run and grab some bug out thumb studs real fast just to see if it'll work, just to answer the question. All right, so I have 2 sets of bug out thumb studs downstairs. I went ahead and grabbed just the black ones because, again, out of curiosity, I'm just wondering if they'll fit at all. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so this side does not have the screw. The other side does. Ooh, doesn't feel like it's going to fit. So this might be a no-go. All right, let me try this side. Let me see. Kind of a tight fit, guys. Oop. But it felt like it went in there just now, as it kind of went in and then fell out. I want to be careful, because if it gets stuck on there, I'm going to be stuck with it. It doesn't really sit flush, and it's not catching. So no to the bug out thumb studs, but it could be perhaps that something else may work. And in that instance, I would encourage you to see what may fit. I'm going to set that on the scale so I don't lose it. So let's go ahead and reinstall the thumb ramp. And it is notched to keep it from moving around, so I do like that. And like I said, it could be that there are other studs out there, maybe tie connectors that you would put on a Sabenza or something in that regard may work. But it's not threaded on the blade itself, so that is a positive. All right, let's go ahead and get it back together, guys. I am using Hops gun oil. That is my lube of preference. Again, yeah, not captive, so we'll just drop a dab on there. And then what I like to do from here is just kind of use my index finger and thumb to spread the lube across and then reinstall it. And like I said, I'm going to put this on the show side since it's not captive, and it really doesn't matter which side it goes in on. And then I will spread the lube across, or on, not across, but on my index finger, putting it on here. These feel like fairly nice bearings. They kind of remind me of Delrin a little bit there. And yeah, just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. And we will drop the blade on. Nice tight tolerances. Kansept's doing some really nice stuff over there. I feel like they've just continuously improved, and I really like that to see that from them. I feel like that is a lot of lube looking down now, so I'm gonna just use the remainder of my Q-tip here to dry that off, and then do a quick dab. That's still a lot. Hold on, let me ooh, that's even more. It's getting stuck in the tube. Oh my gosh, it's getting stuck in the tube and coming out quicker than I want it to. There we go. Nope, that's still a lot. I think I had less the very first attempt. There we go. There we go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, and I gotta cover this thing because it gets stuck in the tube on that one. That's my one complaint about it. It gets stuck in there, and I'm not quite ready for it to come out. All right, so that should be plenty of lube on here. And the reason I don't like it to do a big drop on that detent ball path is because I just don't want it to get on the lock bar interface, and then it'll get gritty if you let it do that. What am I feeling moving? Felt like I felt something move. Where's my T6? I'm just going to check everything. That's tight. Yeah, that's tight. I'm not sure what I was feeling there. I couldn't find it. There we go. Very simple disassembly and reassembly on this one. I do like the simple construction. It is a lot of screws, and I know that it is I need T10. I know that it is T6 hardware all throughout except for the pivot, but I don't mind that because they do tool it very well. Okay, no up and down, no side to side. Let me go ahead and get the rest of these back into the knife itself. I feel like I'm missing a screw. Am I missing a screw? Oh no, just these. I was like, why do I feel like I'm missing a screw? As I was mentioning, the tooling on the button head screws that they use are really well done and very nice. I don't over torque these because they are titanium. I don't want to damage my titanium screws or mess up the threading on these because the titanium is going to be a little bit softer than the steel. And we'll install the last one. At least we got the question answered as to whether or not this has the ability to accept just something as simple and easy to find as bug out screws. Very good action. Yeah, feels good. Let me clean this up and we'll wrap up. Alright guys, that is your disassembly and maintenance. Lessons learned on here is it is a T10 for Kansept on a lot of their knives, so I need to get better at checking those. I definitely see where I chewed up just a tiny bit when I spun the T8 in there because the T8 was too small. And the thumb stud is not something that will accept like a bug out stud, and it is notched underneath of that thumb stud, which makes sense now that I'm thinking about it, to keep it from like kind of moving around on you. But outside of that, very easy, simple disassembly and maintenance. I still am very happy that I picked up my own Hinterland. No regrets whatsoever. I just will continue to research to see if the thumb stud replacement is an option, but if not, I'm happy with it. Very, very good performing knife, very nice aesthetics, very simple disassembly, all T6, T10. I'm really digging that a lot, and I'll continue to keep you guys updated with this one here. I hope this helped you. If it did, leave a like. Links are down below if you want to pick this one up, or any of the tools that I use to disassemble it. When you use those links, it helps the channel. Definitely commenting below also helps the algorithm and kind of letting YouTube know that we are engaged as a community. Thanks for hanging out today. I'm out of here. Have a great week. I'll catch you next time. Peace.